Let's talk about the crisis in Ukraine now. As Russian troops press on towards the center of the capital city of Kyiv, senior officials say the fight is not going as expected. Ukrainian forces are putting up a strong resistance. They are taking up arms to defend their country. The United States offered to help evacuate the Ukrainian president, but he refused. He says he will stay and defend his country. The former president also joined the resistance in central Kyiv.
I think that now it's a decisive moment for my nation. And every single person make a decision for themselves. The millions of Ukrainians not only staying here, but they are fighting against Russian aggression with a very high risk to be killed.
The Biden administration approved $350 million in security assistance for Ukraine. Germany is even sending aid to help Ukraine fight this war, marking a historic shift from its position of not providing military aid to conflict zones. The humanitarian crisis is growing in Ukraine. Tens of thousands are trying to escape, many women and children waiting up to 40 hours to cross into Poland and a nearly 10-mile backlog. Aaron Katersky has more.
The Russian army's menacing advance put hundreds of thousands of people in motion. A mass flight out of the country.
We left yesterday. Took us in a van. Took us about 18 hours to get here.
Here in Lviv, we met Kyle Mims of Fort Worth, his wife Amy, and their 2 kids. He's a professor in Kyiv, a place now too dangerous for his family.
And then as we left,
you could see the
tanks,
everything
missiles,
kind of
soldiers rolling into town. So we were like, this is not a good place for our kids.
At the Polish border, children carried toys. Their mothers carried the burden of escaping a war. Ina and her 12-year-old daughter had to leave her husband in Kyiv. She says she doesn't know what the future holds, but right now she's feeling fear and pain. Tens of thousands of Ukrainians have crossed an international border. Most are women and children. The men must stay behind to join the resistance. We're setting up a checkpoint, this man told us, just to be prepared.
The men in this country cannot leave. They've been conscripted into the fight, and without advanced weapons, they're doing what they can to protect their neighborhoods. They're filling sandbags, they've got tires, this makeshift checkpoint. They're also filling bottles with gasoline for Molotov cocktails.
The atmosphere has turned more tense. Normally teeming streets are quieter. And air raid sirens sometimes force life to move underground.
Over there's a water tank, and there's a couple of radiators. In case it's really cold, people can stay warm in here for as long as they need to.
Above ground, the Mims family bounces their suitcases over the cobblestone streets of this ancient city as they join the crush of Ukrainians trying to leave. Aaron Katersky, ABC News, Lviv.